Good evening. This is Akashvani and I am Nishit Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says electrification, doubling of tracks and construction of new railway lines on fast track lays foundation stone for redevelopment of 508 railway stations under Amrit Bharat Station Scheme. President Droupadi Murmu advocates for reservation for particularly vulnerable tribal group community in education and employment. At least 30 passengers killed and over 80 injured in a train accident in Pakistan's Sindh province. In cricket, Pakistan to participate in ICC World Cup 2023 in India. And the second T20 match between India and the West Indies underway in Guyana. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today laid the foundation stone for redevelopment of 508 railway stations at a cost of over 24,470 crore rupees under the Amrit Bharat Station Scheme across the country through video conferencing. Mr. Modi said it is the beginning of a new era of development in the history of Indian Railways, which will benefit common citizens of the country.
इन स्टेशंस में देश की संस्कृति और स्थानीय विरासत की झलक दिखेगी। जैसे जयपुर रेलवे स्टेशन में हवा महल, आमेर फोर्ट जैसी राजस्थान की धरोहरों की झलक होगी। हर अमृत स्टेशन शहर की आधुनिक आकांक्षाओं और प्राचीन विरासत का प्रतीक बनेगा।
The Prime Minister informed that budgetary support for the railways has been increased by 5 times as compared to 2014, which is now at 2.40 lakh crore rupees. Mr. Modi said the government is according priority to the expansion of railway network in the northeastern states. He said the work towards electrification, doubling of tracks and construction of new routes are on fast track.
रेलवे लाइनों का दोहरीकरण हो, गेज परिवर्तन हो, इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन हो, नए रूट्स का निर्माण हो, इस पर तेजी से काम किया जा रहा है। जल्द ही पूर्वोत्तर के सभी राज्यों की राजधानियां रेलवे नेटवर्क से जुड़ जाएगी।
The 508 stations are spread across 27 states and union territories. These include 55 stations each in Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan, 49 in Bihar, 44 in Maharashtra, 37 in West Bengal, 34 in Madhya Pradesh, and 32 in Assam and 25 in Odisha. Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw has said that railway stations are being redeveloped as multimodal connectivity across the country as per the Prime Minister's vision. Briefing media in New Delhi today, Mr. Vaishnaw said that redevelopment work of these railway stations is underway. He added that 9,000 engineers have been trained to develop modern railway stations. The minister said that layout plan for around 700 railway stations is underway and it will be laid down in the next phase. Mr. Vaishnaw stressed that his ministry is working to realize Mr. Modi's vision to provide world-class public transport experience to every section of the society. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha attended the launch of Amrit Bharat Station Scheme at Budgam railway station in Kashmir Valley today. Speaking on the occasion, he expressed gratitude to the Prime Minister for including stations of Jammu Tawi, Udhampur and Budgam under the scheme. He said the redevelopment of railway stations in Jammu and Kashmir will give a big boost to connectivity and ease of travel. Highlighting the ongoing railway projects and the overall transformation taking place in the railway sector in J&K, he said Kashmir will be connected to Kanyakumari by the end of this financial year and the valley will be connected with all important commercial centres of the country. In Gujarat, Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel participated in the Amrit Bharat Station Scheme from Asarwa railway station in Ahmedabad. He said railway services have become an important transportation medium to connect the country's culture, tourism and pilgrimage. Mr. Patel informed that out of 508 railway stations that are being redeveloped, 21 stations are in Gujarat. President Droupadi Murmu has advocated for reservation for the particularly vulnerable tribal group PVTG communities in education and employment to ensure their progress and well-being. Interacting with the delegates of the PVTG community from Tamil Nadu region at Raj Bhavan in Chennai today, she said that granting reservations will allow their children to access quality education and work towards the betterment of their society. The President congratulated the first TODA student who successfully cleared the NEET exam and mentioned her achievement as a significant milestone. The President also unveiled the portrait of the great poet Mahakavi Subramanya Bharatiyar at Raj Bhavan and renamed the Darbar Hall of Raj Bhavan at Bharatiyar Mandapam. We have more from our correspondent.
The President commended the efforts of both the central and state governments in uplifting the PVTG community and emphasized the need to educate them about various welfare schemes offered by the government. She also praised the community for preserving their traditional forms of expression. During the interaction with the President Murmu, the representatives from the Toda, Kota, Irula, Kurumba, Katanayakan and Paniya tribes proudly shared their insights into their distinct cultures and rich heritage. As part of the event, the tribes showcased their rich cultural heritage and craftsmanship by displaying their artifacts and handwoven clothes at the stalls set up at Raj Bhavan. This is Leela Meenakshi reporting for Akashwani, Chennai.
Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has said that an informed citizen is the spinal strength of any democratic process. He said only an informed citizen can neutralize anti-national forces and narratives. Mr. Dhankar said public libraries are quintessential to achieve informed citizenry. The Vice President was addressing the valedictory ceremony of two-day-long Festival of Libraries in New Delhi this evening. He said the world changes when there is rich human resource. Mr. Dhankar said the backbone of any human resource is knowledge, and the conveyance of that is books. Mr. Dhankar also launched the modernization project of Delhi Public Library, Directory of Libraries in Delhi, Library Ranking Framework and Biblio on-demand service. He also received the first copy of proscribed literature, Coffee Table Book from Union Minister of State for Culture, Meenakshi Lekhi. This is Akashwani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Welcome back. The Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Bill 2023 is scheduled to be taken up for discussion in the Rajya Sabha tomorrow. The Lok Sabha has passed it on Thursday. The Registration of Births and Deaths Amendment Bill 2023 will also be taken up in the Upper House tomorrow. The BJP has issued a whip to its MPs in both the Houses of Parliament, urging them to be present in the House. In its three-line whip, the party has asked them to support the government's stand and bills. In the Lok Sabha, the Digital Personal Data Protection Bill 2023, the Anusandhan National Research Foundation Bill 2023, the Pharmacy Amendment Bill 2023 and the Mediation Bill 2023 are scheduled to be taken up for discussion tomorrow. Union Minister of Cooperation Amrit Shah has said that the cooperative movement cannot progress without transparency. Mr. Shah was speaking after launching a digital portal of the Central Registrar of Cooperative Societies in Pune today. He asserted the digital portal would be useful in promoting cooperative-based economic progress as well as strengthening the cooperative movement in the country.
मल्टी स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव समितियों की देखभाल करने वाला सेंट्रल रजिस्ट्रार की ऑफिस का पूरा सिस्टम सीआरसीएस का कार्यक्रम आज से पूर्णतया डिजिटल हो रहा है। अब कोई भी मल्टी स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी को अपनी ब्रांच बढ़ानी है, दूसरे राज्य में जाना है, अपना ऑडिटेड बैलेंस शीट फाइल करना है, अपनी रिपोर्ट भेजनी है, किसी भी चीज के लिए कहीं पर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है। आपकी ऑफिस से ही आप भारत सरकार के रजिस्ट्रार के यहाँ पूरा कॉरेस्पोंडेंस कर सकते हो और वो वैध होगा।
In Jammu and Kashmir, Army and Police in a joint operation successfully foiled an infiltration bid today by neutralizing a terrorist along the line of control in Amrohi area of Tangdhar sector in North Kashmir's Kupwara district. According to the police, a joint cordon and search operation was launched in Dakin Amrohi area of Tangdhar sector near Zero Line on the LOC. During the search operation, movement of terrorists was observed who were trying to infiltrate. They were challenged by the joint party in which one terrorist was neutralized. Taking advantage of thick bushes and rugged terrain, 2 to 3 other terrorists accompanying the killed terrorists escaped back to Pakistan's side of the LOC. The joint team also recovered arms and ammunition. The slain terrorist is believed to be a Pakistani national. The National Investigation Agency NIA has intensified its crackdown on the Popular Front of India PFI for its alleged anti-national activities. The NIA arrested one more accused identified as Shahid Raza from Bihar's East Champaran district yesterday in the Patna case relating to radicalization and indoctrination of youth. This has brought the total arrests in the case to 16. The agency has recovered a pistol, ammunition, an air pistol, a sword, and 2 knives from Raza's residence. The NIA's investigation revealed that the PFI members were involved in anti-national agenda. In Pakistan, at least 30 passengers were killed and over 80 injured today in a train accident in the southern Sindh province. Local media reported that 10 bogies of Hazara Express going from Karachi to Abbottabad derailed near Sahara railway station. Pakistan's Railway Minister Khwaja Saad Rafiq said rescue teams have reached the spot. Images posted to local media show dozens of people at the site with some smashing windows to help passengers clamber out of the twisted carriages. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval underscored India's consistent engagement with both Russia and Ukraine to resolve the crisis and promote global peace and stability. Participating in the 2-day Ukraine peace talks hosted by Saudi Arabia in the coastal city of Jeddah, Mr. Doval said India has regularly engaged both Russia and Ukraine since the beginning of the conflict at the highest levels, and his country pledged to remain an active and willing partner to find a lasting and comprehensive solution to the conflict. Mr. Doval also asked all stakeholders to find a just and enduring solution to the conflict. In China, nearly 1 million people were relocated in northern Hebei province after record rainfall forced authorities to channel water from the swollen rivers to some populated areas for storage. The vast high river basin covers an area the size of Poland that includes Hebei, Beijing and Tianjin. Over a span of 1 week from late July, the region with a population totaling 110 million experienced its most serious flooding in 6 decades, with Hebei the worst hit. The Indian Meteorological Department IMD has forecast isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall over Uttarakhand and North Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Sub-Himalayan, West Bengal and Sikkim during the next 5 days. The department informed that a cyclonic circulation lies over South Bihar at lower tropospheric levels, which will increase rainfall activities. And on to sports now. Pakistan has decided to send its men's cricket team to India to participate in the International ODI World Cup this year. In a press release, Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed that the country's men's cricket team will travel to India for the World Cup. In hockey, the third round match of the Asian Champions Trophy 2023 between India and Malaysia is underway at the Mayor Radhakrishnan Stadium in Chennai. India were leading by 1-0 when reports last came in. India has remained unbeaten in its first 2 games so far, beating China 7-2 in the first match, followed by a 1-1 draw against Japan in the next. And in cricket, the second T20 match of the 5-match series between India and West Indies is underway at Providence Stadium in Guyana. Opting to bat first after winning the toss, India were 104 for 4 in 14.5 overs when reports last came in. India lost the series opener by 4 runs on Thursday at the Brian Lara Stadium, Tarouba in Trinidad. In the Australia Open Badminton in Sydney, India's ace shuttler H.S. Pranoy lost to China's Wang Hongyang in the men's singles final 9-21, 23-21, 20-22 today. Pranoy was unable to emulate his Malaysia Masters. In our bilingual live phone-in program, Public Speak at 9:30 p.m. tomorrow, we'll bring you an insightful discussion on the topic of dengue fever, causes, symptoms and preventive measures with Dr. Akshay Dhariwal, Public Health Specialist and former Director of National Centre for Vector-Borne Diseases Control. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says electrification, doubling of tracks and construction of new railway lines on fast track lays foundation stone for redevelopment of 508 railway stations under Amrit Bharat Station Scheme. President Droupadi Murmu advocates for reservation for particularly vulnerable tribal group community in education and employment. At least 30 passengers killed and over 80 injured in train accident in Pakistan's Sindh province. In cricket, Pakistan to participate in ICC World Cup 2023 in India, and the second T20 match between India and the West Indies underway in Guyana. And that's all in the news at 9. Good night.